So I just wanted to share how I search for items on the Uniqlo app. I do tend to favor natural fibres because they are breathable, they don't smell as much, or they don't retain the smell as, say, some of the synthetic fibres do, and they are biodegradable. They decompose naturally at the end of its life. So when it comes to Uniqlo, I tend to just go for their natural fibre products. So I'll just show you how I search for these items on the Uniqlo app, because you have to be rather specific when it comes to searching for a particular fibre or material, because they won't all show up in your search results. So over here, so if you go search by keyword, and you'll see my search history. So if I click on type in lamb's wool, they only have 14 items. Now, lamb's wool, merino wool, they are basically the same. They come from sheep. But when it comes to Uniqlo, they have different meanings to it, or they've assigned different products to them. So if you type in wool or merino, you won't get this search results, for example. So let's have a look at this one. So this is the lamb's wool blend. And look, blends are useful. Blends usually come with a bit of synthetic to give it strength, durability. Also, you need it for elasticity as well, to make things, perhaps lighter or stretchier, and give that a bit of shape. If you're looking at blends, have a look at the very bottom of the description here. So if you go to details, you'd see why they chose a blended fabric. But here are the fabric details: 40% wool, 35% acrylic, and 25% nylon. Now, other clothes stores, I think like H&M and Zara, are actually more specific. They actually tell you where the factory is, or which the name of the factory where it was produced. But fair enough. So this is a blended lamb's wool. So these are the other lamb's wool products, and as I have reviewed, the one that I particularly like was this lamb's wool turtleneck dress. And then you can definitely see at the very bottom, if we look at the details, so they used a middle gauge knit, so it is rather thick as opposed to extra fine merino fabric. And then there's the material care, and you can actually see 100% wool. So that's the thing. So if I go to the next search term, which is merino, you will see 17 items. And as you can see, the lamb's wool search results don't appear. So these are the different items that they have. So let's look at this one, because it's a merino blend sweater or jumper. And you can see the material here is 70% acrylic and 30% wool. And this is from Claire Waite Keller's range. And because Uniqlo has a fast turnover like Zara, they do have a limited amount of time for each. So you can definitely get some great bargains towards the end of their cycle. I don't know what their shelf is like for each new offering, whether it's 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months. I'm not too sure, but as you can see, this is where you can really get some good bargains here. So this is the different styles that they have. So when it comes to 3D knit, which Uniqlo tends to emphasize, it's supposed to have this nice little, doesn't say the materials, did some details there, but this is how the 3D knit happens. Presumably this is how they do it. And this has a mitten style, long sleeves with thumb holes. So I actually tried this one. I didn't like it too much, so that's why I didn't buy it. But you can see I do like this innovation that they have with the thumb holes there, so it's rather lengthy as well. So if you're into this is again from their Uniqlo U range. Try it on and see if you like it, because there is some good style. One I wanted to mention is wool. So as you can see, when it comes to merino, 17 items there. And when it comes to wool, this is what they have. Only 5 items when it comes to wool. And you would think that they would produce all the previous search results with lamb's wool and merino with this. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be rather specific when it comes to the search term that you input at Uniqlo.